Welcome to part 2 of this look at a load of new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on part 2 of the mods for Friday the 2nd of August. If you haven't watched the first part, a little thing should come up on the screen now if I remember to do it, and there should be one at the end as well. Giants released a lot of mods quite late on Friday. I got as much prep done as I could. Unfortunately, on part 1 I realised my time was running on and there was no way I was going to get the rest of the mods done in one part. I just couldn't do it. So again, it's another two-parter. But look at it this way, if the mods had dropped in smaller increments, there would have been 3 or 4 mod reviews last week, and this way of doing it, you're going to get 2. I mean, I know people don't watch as much on the second one, but anyway, regardless of that, this is part 2, and we're starting off with the Lizard 11 Tine. This is by SeviModding AM Modding, 13.2 megabytes download, 7 slots, 5 slots and 4 slots, all 2.8 meters, all 3 of them slightly different, but they are cultivators with slightly different backs on them. That's the difference. I don't know why it wasn't just one with 3 different options on the backs, but anyway, it comes down as 3. So if we go to our cultivators, which are just there. So we've got the 11 Tines Dragnet, like that. Main colour and design colour, you can see which ones are which. This is the colour palette you've got to choose from. If we go like that and that, there we go. Then we've got the 11 Tines Girder, which just has basically a drag girder on the back which flattens the ground out behind it. Again, colour option on there. Then the 11 Tines Standard, which doesn't have either, just the cultivator like that. Each one, like I said, 2.8 metres wide. Did I say 2.8, 2.4? I meant 2.8. Yeah, 2.8. 3,000 each. Hopefully nice and straightforward. These shouldn't be shallow cultivators. There we go. So there's your cultivating at 2.8 metres. If you've got stones on, it will bring up stones. That's the Lizard 11 Tine by SeviModding AM Modding. Next to that, we've got the Kuhn SO. Yes, the Kuhn SO 270 by NicoPix. This is a subsoiler. It's interesting, it's only got technically 2 tines on it. Yeah. 2.42 megabytes download, 2 slots, 2 meters wide. No options on this. You will find it under subsoilers, but like I say, there's no point showing you it. It's only 2 slots anyway, so the chances are it's going to come down to 1, even if it stays at 2. Drop it down. Ah, that's interesting. Wow, so it's kind of ploughing. There's no way of there's no options on this. There's no way of putting more tines on. I mean, this basically is a blade. The subsoilers, they slice into the ground, which allows for water ingress a lot easier. I'm just wondering if we go alternate. Yeah, so if you go alternate, it should then overlap and fill it up. But that means you've got to go over everything in essence twice. I mean, it's a real thing. I think most farms, if you were going to go for a more realistic thing for this, you would probably just blade across the field like that, because that would allow the water ingress lower down into the sort of the soil rather than to come back over. This does also allow for extending fields, which if we allow create fields, but that's going to take you forever. There you go. I suppose you could do it if you wanted to put a little track in, like we're doing now. You could add a trackway in if you want to. It's a curiosity, that one. That's the case. Sorry, the Kuhn SO 270. That's by NicoPix. Next, let's drop that off. We've got this. Just here. This is the Case IH735 Vari-Width Plow Pack by Hungry Bull. 11.19 megabytes download, 5 slots each. We've got a 5 and a 6, I believe. They're both the same width. Where are we? Just here. So, 2.4 meters each one. 160 horsepower, 180 horsepower. 5 bottom or 6 bottom, both 12,500, so it's basically just the look of it. Options on both are exactly the same. I've got the 6 out, but let's have a look at the 5. So we've got on here, I'm going to double check that. It does say Hungary, doesn't it? Yeah, Hungry Bull. So we've got Trelleborg, BKT, those two options. We've got US rim or Hungarian rim. We've got coulters up and down. So when it puts them, well, I mean, basically just takes them off. That's just to help slice through the ground to allow the front of the ploughshare to go into the ground easier. We've then got US decal, second US decal, Hungary decal, second Hungary decal and back. Main colour, anything on that palette there. Spring colour, and you see the springs underneath at the moment are silver, stainless steel or black. And then rim colour, again anything on that palette. Like that. Now, this does have, if I drop that down now, it will plough like that. We can create fields as well with this. If I lift the plough, it then says we've got a work mode option. If you look top left, select work mode, it's open. If I toggle that to close, I'll toggle it again so you can see that action there. So that's what it was on, that's what it's on now. So I'll drop it down now. So you see the difference in the spread width. Sort of adds an extra one. I mean, you know, it's one furrow technically, but if you've got more crop you want to, or more field that you want to plough, you're going to want it open. There you go. Lovely. The Case IH 735 Vari-Width Plough Pack by Hungry Bull. Let's lift that. Disconnect that. Next, just over here, we've got this, representative of two in this pack. This is the Lizard DU100 by Michal Piwko. Piwko, yeah. 25.45 megabytes download, 10 slots and 11 slots. One is 2.5 meters, one is 3 meters. We had a pack almost identical to this a little while ago. This doesn't have as many options as the previous one, although it is still 25.45 megabytes. It's still a fair amount. Under seeders, these are not direct drills. So there you go, that's the 250, that's the 300, 2.5 metre, 3 metre, 3,500, 4,500, 25 horsepower or 33 horsepower. Not a huge amount required actually. I think I've got the wider one, but we'll look at the options on here. We've got the option of cover, yes or no. I went for no so I could see what was going on there. And then you've got track eradicators, it has them on as standard, but you can take those on or off. Those are the options, no colour options or anything like that. This one, 400 litres of seed, we can open the cover. Like that, if we're putting our seed in, like so. We unfold the seeder, which puts these into position like that, which hasn't put them down. If you want to operate them, our ridge markers, that will put that one down, that one puts that one down, that one lifts it back up again. You can select your crop, and this is a seeder, just does the seeding crop types. Lower it down. Now if this is like the previous version, this is mechanical. You don't need to turn it on, so I should just drive forward. Nothing's rolling or anything, but you see a slightly different texture there. We are seeding, and you can use the ridge markers if you desire. That's the Lizard DU100 by Michal Piwko. Next, we've got this, the Lizard SV2500 by NicoPix's 5.51 megabytes download, 4 slots, 2.8 meters wide. This is a tedder that kind of windrows at the same time. We've got 2 or 3 of these already in the Modhub. These are really handy. I like these a lot. If you're running a triple mower setup, or you're running various different options with the ultimate mowing and baling pack and that kind of thing, having one of these on the back of a mowing rig can make life very, very easy. But this might be broken, and you'll see why. This you will find, because it does say tedder windrower, which it is, but it is under tedders, because it does ted and windrower at the same time. There you go, I've got that one already installed, that one there. But this one here, 7 grand, slot count comes down to 1, 2.8 meters, only 30 horsepower required. We've got a colour option. like that. Anything you want to do, but other than that, that's it. So we'll jump into the tractor and I'll show you what we've got. So L1, R1 together. We've got right stick up and down. Why is that not? Maybe it's R1. So what I'll do, I'll hook up to it. That's probably not a bad idea. What a muppet. Right, so right stick side to side. We can widen or narrow the swath. It's up to you what you want to do. Now, the other thing we've got is toggle work mode. At the moment it's saying middle. If I toggle it, L3, that says left. That's fine. Back to middle. Right. That's gone left again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on middle first of all. So what this should do is move it. If we turn the tether on, as we go forward, this should take our swath that's already been done. There you go. Lovely job. Turns it into hay, which is just what we want. Let's just turn it off a second. Let's change our work mode. Let's go left. So what should now happen is, as we're going along, it moves over slightly to the left. Lovely. So let's do it again. Middle. Now that should be right, but it's gone back that way. Yeah, the right version, the right option isn't working. So as long as you want to go middle or left, you're fine. I mean, most of the time, whenever I've used the ones that are in game already, I just go middle because there's no option for changing that. But yeah, for some reason it's not going to the right. I'm not quite sure why. And that's what it does. Takes a swath. I mean, it doesn't have to be a swath. You can drive that across anything that's been cut and it will kind of swath it up. But you're better off doing it with something that's already been cut and swathed together. Or, like I say, add it to an already set up rig. The Ultimate Mowing and Baling Pack is a great one for that, because on the back of various different bits of equipment you have got a 3-point link which allows you to add something like that onto the back of it. But anyway, that's the Lizard SV2500 by NicoPix. Next, we've got this. This is the Lizard 5,000 litre fuel tank. This is by... I've got it wrong. ManuchoFS, my handwriting, sorry. ManuchoFS, 9.66 megabytes download, 7 slots on console. You'll find this under miscellaneous. Right there, 10,500. Slot count comes down to 1. Options on this. We've got Lizard or Trelleborg. Nothing within those, just those two. We've got left drawer, sort of toolbox drawer. We've got right drawer, or both. I love this tank decoration. Yeah, not yes or no. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, fine. Yeah. So you can have tank decoration. Doesn't add anything to it or any capacity to it, but it's on there as a bit of decoration if you want it. Then you've got decals: grey, yellow, blue, black, red. Back to grey again. Main colour, anything on that palette. So let's go, say, yellow, red, whatever. It doesn't matter. Lid colour. Now that's for the back here. So the door on the back is lid colour. Stair colour, you've guessed it, it's for the stairs. Tank colour on the top, again, if you've gone for it, we can change the tank colour if you want. And then rim colour. The license plate option on there as well. It's a fuel tank, holds 5,000 litres. We do have the option to add a bit of immersion to this if you want to. An unfold the tipper, which opens the back door. There is a rear trailer hitch on this actually, which I haven't tried hooking anything up. So you've got sort of some drums and a pump and stuff in there. So when you get to the field, if you wanted to open it up and simulate, you know, doing whatever you're doing, you absolutely can. That's the Lizard 5,000 litre fuel tank by ManuchoFS. Next, we've got these. This is the Lizard RX 9500 by JensM and OlaHaldor. 18.01 megabytes download. 6 slots each for the tankers, and then we've got which are 12 metre spread width thing, one's a 12.5, and then 8 slots for the attachment that goes on the back of this one. I don't see any reason why this wouldn't attach to other various different bits of equipment, and these are slurry spreaders, slurry tankers, but this comes with it. That's 8 slots and 6.8 metres for a slurrying cultivator. So you will find this gear under slurry tanks. So our options, we have got a double axle or a single axle. They're 35,000, 30,000, 9,500 litres regardless, and the options are the same for spread width on them. And then on the end we've got the Spider SP6834, 10 grand. That's a 6.8 metre cultivator. No options on that, but that will cultivate and put your slurry or digestate down on the ground. But I say there's tons of them, various different modded options and stuff, so I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work with others. I haven't tried it with all the others, but it should. And even if it doesn't, there's one there, so you're all good. So I'll show you the options. They're the same on both regardless. So we've got Vogelsang, that's a 12 metre spread width spreader bar on the back of there anyway. You've got top mounted, I think one of these I'm sure said 12.5. But then we got our, and then we go to line spreader. So that's if you want to attach a separate piece of equipment onto it, you can. And then back to Vogelsang. We've got Wheelbrand, Trelleborg, Michelin, Vredestein, Nokian, BKT, back to Trelleborg. We've got those options, Michelin, those options, Vredestein, those options, Nokian just that, BKT just that, back to Trelleborg. Fenders, plastic, chrome, back to standard. Work lights, yes or no. Decals, yes or no. Main colour, anything on that palette. Design colour, anything on that palette. Which if you go for one of the grey, it gives you a more of a sort of galvanised look to it, if you want that. Rim colour, again, anything on that palette. Let's go for red, that makes no difference. Those are options. So the first one I've got the Vogelsang, then I've got the high, and then I've got the attacher. So we'll just have a quick look at each one. Slurry or digest. Now what's interesting is this says 12 metres. It does give you the option to have double application rate, and it says change work width. It gives you the option to change work width, but it doesn't. It's only 12 metres. It won't. It can't. It's 12 metres or it's not. So I'm not sure why it's given us that option. But anyway, let's turn it on. Nice animation. Does the job. Fantastic. Let's say you can activate double application. So if you want to get all of it done in one go, it will slow down how you go, and obviously you're getting through twice as much, but you can get all your fertilising done in one pass. So what I will do now is go this way, turn this one on. There you go. Slightly different animation because it's coming out from the top. I like that one actually. More chance of getting particulate in the air, I guess. And then finally, the attachments. They should attach hoses as well when we there we go. Hose attached, unfold. Switch it on, drop it down. That's only doing part of it because I think some of this is already, there we go. Some of it has already been done. I'm not sure, is that cultivating? I don't know that it is actually. It doesn't look like it's changing the texture, it's literally just putting. Just like looks like it's just putting channels in, so maybe it's not cultivator. You say it didn't change the texture in a particular direction, did it? Go across that way. No, don't think so. I think it's just literally just putting the slurry in the ground, but just in a different way. Looks like it's a little bit more efficient doing that way, but not as wide because it's 6.8 as opposed to 12. But there we go. That's the Lizard RX 9500 by JensM and OlaHaldor. That was 18.01 megabytes. If I didn't already say, apologies if I didn't. Next, we've got these. This is the Randon 1990 by Cola, 8.39 megabytes download, 7 slots. I've got a couple of options to show you here. There's a curiosity with this one as well. 35,000 litre capacity on the fully fledged one. There are a couple of bale options, this being one of them. And yeah, there could be, yeah, this might need an update. Well, I will put that out there now. It's nicely made, nicely detailed. I do like the way the cover, when it unfolds, kind of packs up and sits on the top, which is very nice. But I'll show you what I mean. Let's go and have a look. So this will be found under tools and trailers, right there, 30 grand. Stock count comes down to 1, takes pretty much everything. So we've got capacity 35,000 litres, bale trailer flat, so it doesn't have to be bales with straps on it. You can put pallets, bags, boxes, anything you like on there, and it will strap them down. And you've got bale trailer like that. So we go back to that one. So we've got wheel setup standard or design 1. That's the only 2 options. We've got mud flap colour on the back. We've got black, white, main colour, or back again. We've got design 1 and 2. That's the air ride thing, isn't it? I think that's how that works. We've got option to have that on as well. Embellishment on the back, we've got a rear light. So we've got we've got 3 orange lights, 5 orange lights, 3 red lights, 5 red lights, and back off again. Strip, now, that's where I think we might have a problem, because that says brown, then it says red, gold, silver, green, blue, burgundy, then we move on to these. Now all of these ones, nothing's changing colour. And the one I've got out, I went for green. Certainly not showing green, so that's not changing colour for some reason. Then we move from there to blue 2, yellow, grey, orange, special edition grey band, then back off again. Cover, yes or no. So they're off for the moment. We've then got main colour, anything on that palette. Cover colour, actually I should have left that on. Cover colour, anything on that palette. Chassis colour, anything on that palette. Fenders, if you've gone for, where are we? There we go. We go for something that stands out more. Let's go blue. There we go. For the fenders, you can change the colour of that or match them up completely. It's up to you. Then rim colour, silvers, chromes, white, and black, and license plate option on there too. So, start this up. Now this one, being that this is the one that's got 35,000, I do like these ones that have all the chains to hold it in place and that kind of stuff, the ribbing and that kind of thing. Lights, if you've gone for the extra lights, I went for 3 red on there. Now this doesn't give me the option for any other unload option, so it's back or nothing. So it's not back and sides or anything like that. So if I unload now, the back will open. Nice animation. Doesn't tip, but stuff will pour out of there, which is quite cool. So if you've got low roofs and stuff like that, this sort of trailer works really well. Close the cover. Very nice. So now this would be the one you would expect when you see the next one's options to have opening back left or right, but it doesn't. This one does give you the option, but you'll see what I mean. That's what I mean. It's a bit peculiar. So as well as the colour thing, so this is a bale trailer. So this gives me the option. Open doors. That side. Well, I suppose it's just that, isn't it? Back door, open doors. Yeah. Takes that one away. Then go to left door, open doors. So for loading or unloading of your bales, it's just basically, it came up with that option. Let's just close that back again. Close doors. When it came up with that option saying tip side left, right, or back, I thought, well, hang on a minute. Surely that one should have tip side left, right, or back. But no, that's just for the opening of the sides for how easy or how difficult you want to make your life for putting your bales on. I don't think. Let's open doors. Then, alright, so it won't let me open all of them at the same time. So you know, because I thought, well, I wonder if I can now switch it. Until the door's closed, it won't give me the option to change the tip. So there you go. So that's your bale trailer version like that. Right. So it's just the colour thing then. I take back what I said about that bit. That was just me. So it's just possibly the colour thing might need a tweak. The Randon 1990 by Cola. Next we've got this. The Liquid Tender Trailer AFR23 by IBM Modding Team, 46.64 megabytes download, 15 slots, 25,000 litre capacity. Now this is, it's all or nothing. You can't have a different thing in each tank. It's 25,000 litres combined. It's got really nice detailing on this as well. For one of your sort of mixer trailers, you can have water, you can have liquid fertilizer or herbicide, not mixtures of all of them. And basically, you fill it up. And when you bring it, that's got 25,000 litres of liquid fertiliser at the moment. You can have an option to have those IBCs on there or not. I don't think this has tension straps. I was going to say, if you don't have them on there, that would be quite cool if you could put your own things on there. But there aren't tension straps. Let me just grab one of the lorries, because I better double check that. Normally, if there are tension straps, it gives you options to do them manually, but it's not giving me the option. So it certainly doesn't hurt to check, does it? I wonder if I get an option without those on there, whether it will give me tension straps. Bear with me, I'm going to double check that. Unfortunately it doesn't, so if you go for the option without pallets, well, I'll show you the options for this. You'll find this under miscellaneous, just there. So we've got the option, as I say, no pallets or pallets. Then you've got main colour, anything on that palette, well, it is a palette, isn't it? Palette of colours. Does the bottom section, rim colour, any one of those for license plate. That's the options on that. So yeah, unfortunately, even if you leave that space open, you can't strap anything down on it. It's a minor thing. And then what you can do, depending on what you put in it, bring your sprayer, crop protection, vehicular mode of transportation, then come alongside it, refill sprayer, and off you go and carry on with your work. Is that still filling up? Stop refilling, please. Thank you. There we go. That's the Lizard Tender Trailer AFR 23 by IBM modding team. Next we've got this. As you can see underneath there, Pits. It's the Pits LB35 CS Lowboy by GamerDesigns. 14.78 megabytes download and 10 slots on console. It's a low loader. Nice and straightforward, nicely detailed. I do like the sort of mud spatter and stuff on the mud flaps. That's pretty cool. This you will find, no surprise, under low loaders. Out on the end there, 28,000. Slot count comes down to 1. Frame colour, anything on that palette. Rim colour, any one of those. And license plate. That's it. This doesn't have options for it to be widened or anything like that. We do have tension straps on it though, as you can see. And then unfold the trailer like so. That's it. That's the Pits LB35 CS Lowboy by GamerDesigns. Straightforward enough. Next we've got this. This is nice. This looks a lot more kind of high def than the previous versions I recall. This is the new Holland W190D by Potcake. 32.96 megabytes download, 16 slots on console. It's a wheel loader, if you hadn't already guessed. Very nice, with a few different options on it as well. I've gone for twins, but they're sort of narrows on the outside, just helps spread the load, weight, that kind of stuff, adds stability, that kind of thing. You'll find this under vehicles, under wheel loaders. 176,000. So as far as wheel loaders go, puts it between the Sinus and the 1511. Yeah, kind of. Just there. Slot count comes down to 1. We can have it 144 horsepower, 174, 197, 234, 254. 254 is the chip-tuned version. Not bad horsepower at all. We've then got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT of Frederstein, Nokian, back to Trelleborg. We've got those options under Trelleborg, Michelin, those options, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Frederstein, Nokian, back to Trelleborg. Side bottle, this is on the back. We've got a right side bottle, a left side bottle, or both side bottles. Beacon lights, right, left, both. Water bottles, this is inside, it puts like a flask inside. There you go, yes or no. GPS puts an extra screen in there, yes or no. Counterweights, I do like this as an option. Adds a bit of counterweight on the back there. Main colour, anything on this palette, and we go up to sort of metallics and mattes and satins and those kind of things, up to full-blown chromage if you want to go for that. And then regular colours if you want to go for a regular colour palette down there. I think I went for, was it that? Slightly metallic, sort of matte sheen, shine. Rim colour, anything on that palette, again, whatever you want to go for. It's up to you. Mix and match to your heart's content. License plate option there as well. The bucket is just a standard in-game bucket. I think it's one from the Platinum expansion, because this doesn't come with one. But that being said, turn it on. Pull. That's a pretty good horn. Beacons, lights, nice smooth animations. As you can see, there's no doors or windows to open on this. Whoops, probably shouldn't have done that. That's messed up the next mod. This is nice, this. Oh, Jake brake. Didn't notice that when I brought it out. How weird. Oh, probably because I put the brakes on when it came out. You just let off. I may not like that, but nice bit of bounce on the seat as well from exterior shots. Lovely. New Holland W190D by Potcake. Which brings us on to the last of the mods for part 2 of the mods for Friday the 2nd of August. And it's this, although I might have missed that. I might have missed this. This is the Lizard ACC 310 series by Agro 10 Modding. It is 48.64 megabytes download, 15 slots for the main vehicles, and then 4 slots each for the backs. We've got a 4x2 and a 6x2. That's the 4x2, that's the 6x2. And then you've got each of the backs. So you've got a flatbed back, you've got a grain back, and then you've got a box back in each of them, 4x2 and 6x2, which you'll see in a moment. I do like this. It's got a very kind of Japanese look to that. I don't know if they are that sort of mini truck kind of look to it. Could be South American, but it has that look. Obviously from the Lizard brand, which is very cool. So, if we go to our trucks, you will find them. Options are the same on both. So, the 4x2, 68 grand, 6x2, 93 grand. I think the difference will do the horsepowers, because other than that, everything else is the same. So, we've got 163, 190, 230, 280, back to 163. So, the highest you're going to go up to is 280 on the 4x2. The 6x2 starts on 280 and goes to 360. That's the option on that one. So we've got wheel brand, Lizard or Continental. Continental just has that. Under Lizard we've got those. Window tint, front suspension, back to standard. Oh, that's one thing I need to show you. Yeah, bumper with lights, extension, lights top, lights bottom, back to standard. I think I went for that. Deflector, yes or no? I'm going to take that off now, but that's if you got the wind deflector. If you've gone for the big box back, you're sort of better off having the wind deflector, I would say. Then we've got antennas. So front, left, right, both, if you want the big whip antennas. Then we've got additional. So we've got an aircon unit on the top. We've got an antenna on the top, or we've got a parasol, and then you can have combinations of, or all three. Like that. Lizard logo on the front, yes or no. So if you don't want the Lizard logo, you don't have to have it. Auxiliary rear view adds an extra mirror up there, as you can see. Spare tyre is on a standard, is it? I thought it was. Oh yeah, on the back there. I think it's just different position. Left, right, no, both. Main colour, anything on that palette. Again, we've got metallics and mattes and various different options, or standard colours. It depends what you go for. More gloss, all up to standards. Design colour does the front grille. Again, loads to choose from on there. Next design colour, I think, does the chassis. Oh no, it does the mudguards around the front. So again, mix and match, mix them up. This next colour does the inserts on the seats. Rim colour, again, go for it, whatever you want to do. Like that, and a license plate option on there too. But I will go back to this one, because this one, not only did it have the option for front suspension, it had this option for rear suspension height, which the other one didn't have. And this one, I'm sure, on the, where are we? Spare tyre. Yeah, spare tyre on this one was just yes or no. On the 6x, on the 6x you've got left, right, or both. So yeah, that's the only different option on that. If we come out of there and we go to our trailers, is where you'll find the rest. So as you can see, 4x2 and 6x2. Did I say 6x4? Anyway, you've got the platform flatbeds on both. The grain hoppers on both. Difference being those are just flatbeds, so that's fairly standard. This one, the 4x2 is 15,000 litres, the 6x2 is 22,000 litres. Then move on to the trunk, the box backs, again 4x2, 6x2. So we'll have the options are the same on all of them. So paintings, we run through, I think there's 11 different designs on the paintings. Yep. Irons, yes or no, so you can add support onto there. Side protection, yes or no. Main colour, anything on that palette to mix and match with your vehicle, however you want to go about it. If we move on to the grain hopper, same options. I think we go through the same 11. Yep, 11 options on there. Side protection, yes or no. This has cover, yes or no. Main colour, again, anything on that palette. And then design colour does the cover. And then the back, side protection, yes or no. Main colour, you can go for a more sort of metallic back to it if you want to, or a flat colour. Again, go through, you'll find something you'll like, I would imagine, which does all of that. So let's start this one up. So we have options: L1, right stick side to side, does that mirror. R1, right stick side to side, does that mirror. No other options other than that. That's the interior, nicely made, nicely detailed. If we go for our light options, I think it puts the interior light on as well. So lights, lights, lights in interior light. So this is your flat bed, flat body. I've gone for side protection on it as well. Then go for rear suspension. L1 and right stick side to side does that side. R1 and right stick side to side does that side. L1, R1 and right stick up and down does that one. So for loading off, the good thing with this is you can, if you want to, do all of them for ease of loading at whatever location you're at, and then tension straps for your gear on there as well, which is very cool. The next two I went for the other options. So this one we've got the option for open and close cover. This doesn't have an option for tip side, it's just unload from the rear. I don't think this one tips either, so let's just do that. Nope, just pause. So again, for low roofed buildings and stuff where you don't want tipping, but they're all really, I mean, like I always say, they're really nicely made, nicely. I don't know what it is about these. I do like the look of these. I mean, I like the look of most stuff, to be fair. Then we come onto the box back. We swing around. That's what we have on the box back. We have open side door, so that's open and close cover, which opens the side door. Nice feature. And then unfold tipper. Does the back. I like the boarding around the side of it, that's pretty cool. Tension straps, so for loading of whatever else you want to do. Your box truck. And that's it for part 2 of the mods for Friday the 2nd of August. There are 2 maps. One of them was an update, which I think I mentioned in the updates on part 1, but if you didn't catch part 1, I'll put a link up as well to part 1. The Offlam 22 by map Desing, that's supposed to be designed, but anyway, Desing 01. It doesn't say it's new to console, but I don't recall seeing it, so as far as I know, that is new to console. And then we've got Lusitano by FSPT. I will get onto those map tours, probably one today, and then possibly one tomorrow. Bearing in mind it's Saturday, I'm just saying, think what I've got to do family-wise, but yeah, I will try my best. That's all I can guarantee. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.